Ohayo gozaimasu, minasima. Buenos dias, damas y caballeros. Bonjour, madame et monsieur. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, morning, because like it's 4 o'clock in Canada, 5 o'clock on the East Coast, and we're actually late for New Japan. We're joining in the middle of the fourth match, but new team. It is now Simply Batty. It is Razor Wrestling, Walter Cruz, Shadow Bat Ash, and Noah's joining. He is booting up. We didn't realize. So botch right off the bat because New Japan started at 4 a.m. But Ash, how are you?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm hanging in there. But yeah, we're going to get right into it. There's no hype in the show because literally they're in the middle of it. So right now we have. Is this the match we're on now? I think.
Yes, it is.
Yes, the fourth match. Los Ingobernables de Japon. Naito's in the ring now. No, all three of them are in the ring actually. Let's make sure we're synced up. But good morning, everybody. Just waiting for Noah. Where are you exactly? The six of them are still in the ring.
Yes, they are.
All right.
Excuse me.
All right. They're still deciding who's gonna start. Come on now. Let's go. Choppy choppy. Looks like Jeff Cobb is starting. Tetsuya, Naito, and Jeff Cobb are going to start for each of their respective teams. Naito just playing mind games, it seems like. Is it me or like Cobb looks like a younger Rhino?
Yeah, he does. He does give that vibe because he's like very he's like short, bulky, and I guess stout would be a good way to say it.
Yeah.
Not to call him like a little teapot or anything.
Teapot. The heck?
Hey, you missed my Japanese introduction.
It's originally supposed to be scheduled at 5. What the heck I wake up to? What y'all talking about?
Well, first of all, you missed my Japanese introduction. I literally said, "Good morning, ladies and gentlemen," in Japanese.
Well, good on you. That being said, hope to get you lodged, and good morning to all of you. What I thought started at 5, started at 4, but at least we're here for the most important thing in the debut. We are indeed simply reliably Batty for wrestling. Batty for wrestling, of course, is the reason why we're here. And of course, Sash, welcome to the fun. It's nice to finally see you part of the commentary live watch long experience with your little Hiromu Takahashi. Time bomb. And again, folks, subscribe. We are truly Batty for wrestling because here we are, 5:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, watching a preview tag faction match ahead of the New Japan Cup final. So this should be interesting. Hope everyone that's watching live on demand, please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. We will be back here with Sakura Genesis, as this will become a new standard because we love Japanese wrestling. So that being said, it's good to see you both.
Good to be seen.
Yeah, right? There you go, up before the devil himself. This is what it means to be a fan of Japanese wrestling. Whether it's Marigo, whether it's TJPW, whether it's Noah, whether it's Sendai, whether it's Stardom, whether in this case it's New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Jeff Cobb just pump kick Naito in the face. No tranquilo.
Yeah, right in the corner. I was telling her before you came on that Jeff Cobb reminds me of Rhino, like a younger Rhino, like his look and everything.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have a gore. He has that for the island, so it's a press and a 2 count. So legit, Ash, first off, it's good to see you. How are you? And how you feel about the New Japan Cup? Good God, what a mood suck. Friggin' Cobb's ridiculous.
Right? It is amazing how someone of Jeff Cobb's size is that agile.
A big man like that should not be able to fly like that, and I will stand by that as long as I live and breathe. But again, the aspect of what you can do in this wrestling business at such a young age, or even for your size at any age, it is absolutely ridiculous. But Ash, how are you? And how's been your New Japan Cup experience now that we finally made it to the finals?
Let's just say I've fallen so far behind it's got to the point where, you know what? I'm just gonna watch the finals. Just like what happened with the GM last year.
Just wipe your hands clean of it and just go from there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair. Walter, have you watched the New Japan Cup at all up to the finals?
Yeah, I saw the 3rd and 4th round. I saw October, botched November, botched again. March 18th and March 19th are the 2 shows I saw.
You know, I love the fact that we say we're baddie for wrestling, and you two yahoos somehow have not watched the New Japan Cup in its entirety, and I have.
Hey man, March Madness, everything going on, man. Life got it away.
Hey, I'm not getting on y'all's cases. Why? I'm the one that preaches priorities over passions, that still works every day, comes home, goes to sleep, and still watches everything from WWE to AEW to TNA to ROH to New Japan Pro Wrestling, Japanese wrestling, and I cannot wait to cover Stardom's Queendom show April 27th. I think that's through Stardom World or Abema. We'll figure that out. That'll be our real first Stardom pay-per-view experience. The fact that Saya Kamatani and Tam Nakano, one of those two is going to retire literally from wrestling is ridiculous, in my opinion. Not to mention, Mayu Iwatani trying to get back with Siri for the IWGP Women's Heavyweight Championship. There's the tag mate of Hiromu Takahashi, Ash.
Oh, hello.
That's hello. Ash just watching on. And of course, as you know, Hiromu and Naito are, of course, the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. But of course, Cobb with a victory over Naito, a win here from that Empire, could probably put them in line for a title shot, since we've been following this story since the injuries that happened during the World Tag League.
I love how explosive Hiromu is. It's just a joy to watch.
Again, Moto. All the fun. More and more fun. As he literally called for Moto.
Yeah, he's doing it right now. I think Noah might be like a fraction of a second ahead of us, but we can work with it.
I forgot to.
He just dove in the corner and missed him. Well, now he's on the top row. I can't even keep up. Look, he jumped.
Again, the Prince of Pain is incredibly fast. Went for the double stomp. Caught with a super kick. Hiromu takes counter down. Counter with a kip up. It's a great rocks from Hiromu. Hiromu off the ropes again. Don't blink. Caught with a freaking kick and both men down.
Yeah, like literally a fraction of a second.
Sheesh.
That was hard to call. Sheesh.
Nah, I've called crazier. Tag made.
Oh!
Bushi's always the guy that I expect to eat the fall. I'm just going to put that out there, all right?
Really?
Yeah. He's usually the guy that eats the fall unless he hits that black mist. Oh, God.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Usually when there's like multi-man matches, that's who always usually ends up eating the pin is Bushi.
Although this newest recruit to the United Empire, though, he surprised me so far. He might eat the fall here, but so far taking a rope up and over with the missile drop kick.
Is that Young? Austin Young?
That's Austin Young flying in with the forearm. Jeff, good God.
Jumped right over Young. I thought they were going to do, the Hardys move. But
poetry in motion. No, he just used it as a hurdle.
Yeah,
and
literally.
Spin cycle to Hiromu Takahashi. Fall Shining Wizard. Austin Young with the cover, and LIJ breaks it up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I think I'm a little bit ahead of you guys right now.
Yeah, no worries.
Naito just interrupted the freaking pin, bad knees and all.
I mean, Naito's had bad knees and vertigo for who knows how long. The man literally has had surgery in his eyes where they are both screwed up, but somehow both are equally screwed up. And now Naito the Roman with a double team hit Austin Young.
Yeah, the man literally he had surgery to make his good eye see as bad as his bad eye. Like,
third surgery, might I add. He can't get another surgery on either eye. Otherwise, literally, he might go blind. And look at Roman with his mission here. That's it. Victory over Jacob Austin Young for Hiromu Takahashi and LIJ. Yeah, tranquilo. Good grief. You know, I do wonder, though, who will challenge Hiromu and Naito next for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. That's still funny to me that Junior Heavyweight's a Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. I'm just putting that out there for the record.
Right.
But still, I would think that Jeff Cobb would still, I think, allow United Empire to challenge for the titles because, again, he did get a victory over him in the Japan Cup.
Yeah, that's how usually, like, that's how the champions are determined. Like, if you're in the tournament and you pin the champion, you're next in line for a title opportunity.
Yeah, that pretty much applies to any titles we know in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Jeff Cobb future thought's up in the air if you believe rumors and reports and what you read. But regardless, LIJ with the win tonight. But this with United Empire is far from over.
Mm-hmm.
There's no resting when you become champion either. Usually when you win the title, that same night you find out who your next opponent is already.
Right.
Well, again, the New Japan Cup kind of like sidelined that. But to your point, we know after this, we got Dontaku coming up. We got Sakura Genesis right around the corner. Where, of course, we know that Desperado will be defending its IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. And, of course, the IWGP Welterweight Championship will be on line against the winner of the New Japan Cup tonight. That will either be David Finlay or Roughneck Shota Umino.
So, since we started late, the first match was a Phantasmo and his mystery opponent, which ended up being Great Okan.
Who called that? Who called that?
You did. You did.
Then
Nago, as Naito speaks.
We missed the Tanahashi Kingship Kojima versus Tanahashi.
Yeah,
and we walked in on just 4 guys versus the Bullet Club.
that war with Sonata and Uyamura and Taiji will never end.
And when you're on New Japan's website, you can't even get the results yet, so I couldn't even tell people what happened. I assume Great Okan won.
No, I'm pretty sure ELP probably still is champion.
I was trying to go on Twitter to see what the results were, and I was unable to find the results.
Yeah, so we can at least get the people the parts they missed.
Right?
Looks like Naito might have an answer to our thoughts here, though. I'll let Ash talk for Hiromu.
Be smart if I turned it into English, right? Hold on.
That does help, Walter. Jeff Cobb, Kyle Newman.
Not sure how ahead are you guys on, but it looks like Hiromu wants to have a talk. And Hiromu just got the mic.
He just got the mic from me, like, literally now.
Okay, so we're like, so either I'm a little behind or, yeah, so it's all good.
As soon as you see dumbfounded Jeff Cobb and Kyle Newman on screen, just let me know. It's a rumor I think's about to call him out to challenge for the titles. I love this shit. What the hell, Sonata, were you wearing?
The IGWTP Tag Team titles.
Look at Jeff Cobb and Kyle Newman's face.
Goto to timer! Whatever that means.
Chris Charlton's got you. Okay.
Okay, all right. That's literally all I heard him say.
Thank you, Chris Charlton, by the way, for the translation.
He threw the mic. I think Cobb just said right now, I think we're getting an impromptu match.
Oh.
No, I think that literally, like I said, Hiromu.
1 + 1 = 1. Okay.
I guess Kyle Newman and Jeff Cobb need to come up with an answer when and where they want to challenge the tag team champions. Calling it now, I bet you this match is going to happen at Sakura Genesis.
That's the most likely place, yeah. Thinking that's probably going to be happening there.
In Chicago?
I mean, that's fair. We also do have Windy City Riot, Chicago, Illinois. You're also correct there. I'll give you that.
He said we can do this anywhere, anytime.
But again, they're always the fighters. Molto.
Mhm.
Whoa. Tsuji, what are you doing? Freaking antics
Just
of Logan Namaste
teasing.
Japon. Oy vey.
Maybe he's making sure he's still there because his eyes are that bad.
Right? Well, again, Sakura Genesis, the season that the cherry blossoms bloom. More questions than answers, but answers are sure to come, I'm sure, very soon.
Mm-hmm. What's in that? What is the War Dogs match next? Oh yeah, Gabe Kidd and Moloney.
And Taiji Mori taking on the never openweight 6-man tag champions. How's the torture coming up next?
Mhm.
I promise I'm going to show decorum because Ash is here. Promise.
Oh yeah, forget how much you don't like the War Dogs and she loves it.
No, I love War Dog. She's a House of Torture fan, and that is the worst thing to be.
Oh, guys, did you hear Gabe Kidd got added to Bloodsport?
Yes, I did, and that don't surprise me. The fucking madman.
We might have to have Noah switch and call just that one match.
Nah. So
Me and James can shut up and have you comment on that one.
I don't know, man. Shoot, the Bloodsport's been y'all's thing.
Yeah, but we're also switching to let JJ call Natty because he deserves it. He's calling Natty's match.
I love
so
that.
we might do a double switch where you can call Gabe Kibbs.
So I'm looking for the results here. It looks like in the 0 match, Young Lion Murashima attacked Tomoyoshi E with his fighting spirit, and Ishii, of course, put the young man down in looks like tag team match alongside Yoshihashi. Again, when you challenge the Stone Pit Bull, you better have a hardened jar. Your ass is going to get fucked up.
Somebody else is going to get good with Gabe Kidd in the ring in a moment.
Well, considering that literally House of Torture cost Gabe Kidd the New Japan Cup, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
And of course, war ready Drew Moloney, who's now a heavyweight after literally fighting Shingo Takagi in his first heavyweight bout, but losing to Rampage Dragon during the New Japan Cup. Has also had a very strong run as this civil war and Bullet Club between the War Dogs and House of Torture has literally reached a boiling point.
Mm-hmm. Out of the matches of the New Japan Cup I've watched, Drilla Moloney's like really impressed me. I'm hoping like sometime down the road he challenges for the never open weight title.
Yeah, he's definitely got that openweight class. Remember, he wanted to be the heaviest of the junior heavyweights, getting that 100 kilo weight and keeping it so he'd be the heaviest hitter in the junior heavyweight division. That's how he and Clark Connors were so dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Ren Narita, who lost back in the New Japan Cup to Gabe Kidd in the opening round, made sure that Gabe Kidd did not make it to the finals tonight. Well, here we go.
Right?
I mean, after everything House of Torture's done to the War Dogs, Gabe Kidd particularly, you can't be surprised here.
No, this is like
typical.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, they're both teams are very well known for like doing the outside goals way before the bell rings.
And this is exactly why, again, I don't know if we're going to have a match, as the audience needs to get the hell out of the way. Kudasai. For those that
is it ever a match when Gabe Kidd is involved?
I mean, sometimes it is, because it's about challenging your Tolkien, challenging your spirit. This is New Japan, bitch. You know how much pride that Gabe Kidd has for this company, saying fuck AW, fuck WWE. New Japan's the best shit. This is his life. That he literally says this is his life. He will die for this.
Damn. He really is ride or die for New Japan.
Exactly.
There we go.
So thank you, Walter Cruz. Take that down so we don't hide the lovely Ash. I'll go ahead and run through the results real quick. For those that don't know, the first match, also the official first match of this card, ELP defeated TJP to hold on to the NWA World Television Championship. TJP has not had a great run this year. I'm just saying. Hiroshi Tanahashi's final road continues as he beat Fred Hiroshi Tanahashi in our first match of Faction Warfare, Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale. Salute the man, Kevin. Chase Owens and Sonata, they defeated Just 4 guys. Taiji, Taka Nishinoku, So What? And Uyamura. And we just saw Los Ganabe, Tehapongs, Bushi, Hiroma Takahashi, and Tetsuya Naito beat United Empires, Kyle Newman, Jacob Austin Young, and Jeff Cobb. And now we have this 6-man melee. Gabe Kidd, Moloney, Ishimori taking on Ren Narita, Yujiro Takahashi, and freaking who's the other person? I'm trying to figure the break. Oh yeah, that's right, Murder Machine Show. I mean, again, I've called House of Torture the lowest form of life breathable here in professional wrestling. For good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That's modified Kimura lock here by Ishimori, Bone Soldier, former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. I mean, let's just be honest here, all right? This year has literally turned New Japan upside down. Bullet Club War Dogs are cheered and respected. Okay? They're the good guys in this fight. Who would have thought you would call a War Dog a good guy?
Right?
What the hell?
I guess they're like they're the good guys by proxy, because with the exception of me, no one likes the House of Torture.
Oh, and look at that as Yujiro takes the turnbuckle pad off and Taiji inadvertently crashes into the steel turnbuckle pads. A typical House of Torture MO here. Mm-hmm. And it's broken down. I mean, again, we're not surprised though here, right?
No. This is very typical House of Torture shenanigans.
The referee has one of the hardest jobs when it's a House of Torture involved. I'm kind
of surprised though that Evil is not involved in this match here. Knowing that Evil is not involved in the New Japan Cup Finals, thankfully.
It's
again our
Evil.
I found out David Finlay and Umino. Evil. All right, that's enough of the Mermaid Man freaking references.
I saw his match. That was the last night I saw.
That was the last match you saw. You saw it end via a count out, thankfully, where David Finlay just got back to the ring against Sonata. Almost didn't seem like he put his full help towards David Finlay and the War Dogs there. I still don't know where Sonata stands personally when it comes to the War Dogs and his full allegiance versus hatred towards Uyamura, who eliminated him.
Yeah, I was about to say that too, because it's like I'm not even sure if like Sonata's like still siding. It's like, who is Sonata siding with? Is he War Dogs, or is he going to like make his way to House of Torture and possibly team up with his former teammate in Evil?
Well, I mean, it is sad when you think about Sonata. What he previously did might have gone forgotten. Let's not forget, Sonata not only won the New Japan Cup literally 2 years ago, he beat Kazuchika Okada Genesis for the Heavyweight Championship and was the longest reigning champion.
Yeah.
For those, of course, that Tetsuya Naito, who, of course, last year took on one of his own faction mates in Gene Blaster, that's Tsuji, who was last year's New Japan Cup winner. Again, what a different environment we have here tonight. People right now literally chanting for Gabe Kidd, it sounds like. Chair capacity crowd on here, over 6,000 people in that stadium. Gotta love it when New Japan fans come out with all the passion. Taiji Mori fighting back now against Yujiro. What the hell?
What did I miss? I walked to get something to drink.
He literally took a bite out of his competition. Right now, breaking each other's eyes.
He took a bite out of the competition like the dog takes a bite out of crime.
Hey.
I just revealed my age.
Undone across the top rope.
Take a bite out of crime.
And spring corkscrew kick.
Beautifully done.
Critical moment here as Ishimori's looking at, look who's on the apron. Tag made.
We are not sponsored, but these are great energy drinks without all the crap in it.
That's fair. I still do the do. And Gabe Kidd right now is literally throwing himself in the red Narita.
Oh yeah,
You're-
can you blame him?
Yerba mates, get us a sponsor.
We just got a madman on the loose right now. Just
Oh, the referee is not
Did he
going
just
to
push
break
the
this up
referee
to
out of the
Gabe
way?
Kidd and Narita. I
Yeah.
guarantee you that.
He's gonna get disqualified here, Noah.
Again, there's only such a long leash that the referees have here, especially with their Mari Asami and Red Shoes Umino. But you consider again how personal this got. I mean, again, he literally tried to kill Red Narita, and then Red Narita still got Gabe Kidd eliminated.
Let's be fair though, the Japanese refs give a longer leash than America.
that's
Yeah,
true.
that's
Yeah,
one
there's
reason why I
way
love
more
it.
leniency.
God.
And it takes a hell of a lot more to keep a Japanese ref down. See, he got pushed twice. He's not all down and knocked out for a half hour.
My Red Narita just got turned sideways with a clothesline. Here's a cover by Gabe Kidd, a 2 count.
Referee should have did a 2 count in the middle finger just for getting pushed.
I mean, again, the last time a referee stood up to a war dog, he got speared. Gabe Kidd literally, as K Omega says, the anti-hero now in New Japan. Now going up to the top rope because Yujiro, though, and Shota trying to get involved.
That's the thing with House of Torture. You're not just fighting one person. You're fighting the whole crew.
Yeah, Dick included. Sometimes tag made a show.
Double stomps here.
Again, Shota at one point was held as one of the best heavyweights also in the junior heavyweight division with the most potential, and then he became this. His run last year was deplorable with the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, and the fact that he won and faced Yoshinobu Kanemaru, who held El Desperado out for a countout, was ridiculous.
The Fat letting us know how he felt, saying House of Torture sucks.
Like I said,
Be
as
careful,
the only
Ash.
fan, and I respect any fan for their opinion, but at the end of the day, House of Torture is the darkest blemish on the wrestling business. You can't tell me otherwise.
So is it
Yeah,
safe to say they
Moloney.
torture you when they're on screen?
They're
There are
doing their
very-
job then. They're doing their job.
There are very few things that torture me in this business and bring out the evil within me. But House of Torture right there is at the top of the list versus what I called out on TNA.
Oh my god, he just reversed the gorilla press. What the hell?
Right?
Yeah, and again, Drew Moloney, the strongest right now. Looking for the Drilla. And show escapes.
Also, the tannies. He looked like he'd been in that tanning bed a little too much.
Well, I mean, he's also from the UK, to be fair. Cheap shot by Yujiro from behind. And a spear by Shota to Drilla Moloney.
That was a weak-looking spear, I must say.
I mean, again, it is still a battle of a heavyweight versus junior heavyweight, so let's keep that perspective in mind.
Right?
That's true. Triple team, and the ref needs to get some order in here.
Good luck with that. And again, let's keep in mind these three delinquents are our 6-man never overweight champions.
Wait. Why is he grabbing the ref?
Oh no!
Distracting the ref so he doesn't see the 7-4 split.
And a kick out by Driller.
Sorry, 7-10 split. Learn your bowling.
Oh, come on. There's that reinforced push-up bar. Excuse me, it's just a steel push-up bar. I forgot the other one was broken by Jeff. Oh my God, Gabe Kidd just knocked him out.
Gabe Kidd able to. Whoa! What a slap!
And it's what's charging.
Dude, I think I'd rather take a chop from Gunther than a slap from Gabe Kidd.
It's gets lariat.
You think that's fair to say, Noah?
That's probably fair. What's this? Taiji Mori. Uh-oh.
A reverse double knee power bomb.
And setting him up for the Good Night Show. Drilla Killer. Cover. Warthogs win this battle.
God damn, that finisher looks so deadly. Like,
That
holy
was
shit.
sick.
I love Drilla's finisher. Holy crap, does it look good? It looks
Yeah.
so damn good.
You are not kicking out of that Drilla Killer.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. Look what Drilla's got a hold of.
The Never titles.
He who holds the gold holds the power. We talk about what David Finlay's MO is when it comes to these men. Bring gold or bring bodies.
Mm-hmm. And they definitely brought bodies tonight.
Looks like Drilla's got something to say.
Ha ha ha. The funniest shit I've ever seen. War Dogs are the Bullet Club.
I'll too sweet that.
Mm-hmm.
We're bringing gold. We're gonna bring the gold back.
Dogs bargain approval. Looks like we have a 6-minute worldwide challenge.
Ooh.
When?
Sakura Genesis, Rear Goku Sumo Hall.
Oh, nice.
And again, I just updated the live results. Something new that I decided to do just now. I was like, since we don't know what happens, we're gonna start putting live results. In case people join in late.
Well, again, just always remember, people, hashtag you are going to be in for spoilers when we cover shows live.
Nah, just the Japanese ones.
I mean, again, that's a good standout. Well, again, Ash, Walter, seems like April 5th, we got our next 6-minute overweight title match.
Ooh, that's going to be a fun watch.
Gabe Kidd, Drew Moloney, Taiji versus Yujiro, Sho, and Narita for the gold. As the civil war with Bullet Club continues.
Yeah.
I know which side I'm leaning on.
Right. Gee, I wonder.
Hey, I'm fine with either. I'll be real with y'all. I'm fine with either.
Well,
You're not really a House of Torture fan if you're fine.
I like the War Dogs too.
Hey. Let's not attack Ash right now, all right? There's no reason for me and her to go into a back and forth debate.
Not to sound like a fickle fan here, but I also like all I like.
Look, everyone's a fickle fan, even I. You did not see our watch along with me and Walter, but I chastised Ash and Heather by ignorance. And I'm going to leave women's tag team wrestling alone because it doesn't mean jack shit. Because I'm not trying to go into a Gabe Kidd friggin' diatribe tonight. But that being said, I know why we're here tonight. Despite the fact that the start at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you and I and Walter are here in the debut of We Are Simply Batting for Wrestling to cover the Japan Cup Final. And guess what, ladies and guys? That's next. It's time to find out who wins this damn thing. Is it David Finlay? Is it Shota Umino? It's a battle of redemption, resurgence, a second chapter versus the Savage King. Shota Umino, David Finlay, the winner challenges Hirooki Goto and Sakura Genesis for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And also, Windy City Ride also is another spot where Gabe Kidd, of course, we got wonder, of course, as he prepares for his now strong overweight championship match against Tomoshi E.
By the way,
I forgot there is one more tag match. I forgot there was a reason why we didn't have Evil on the screen. I was figuring that they skipped it. Shit. Gabe Kidd's the heart and soul. I mean, no argument there. He literally, Kanemaru said himself, the anti-hero New Japan Pro Wrestling has needed. That match, January 5th at Wrestle Dynasty, just solidified Gabe Kidd's career.
what match we got now?
It's Dick Togo and Evil and Yoshinobu Kanemaru representing House of Torture. I think they're taking on, if I think about who hasn't been seen yet, a certain Young Punk.
Is this Zack Sabre Jr.'s match?
It's either Zack Sabre Jr. or Yota Tsuji. I think Yota Tsuji makes more sense here because remember, Yota Tsuji was eliminated by Evo, which really pissed me the fuck off.
I think it is that. I got the graphic. Hold on.
Yeah, right now it's Evil and Dick Togo making their way to the ring right now on my end.
Same.
Yeah, Evil's in the middle of the ring. Fitting after, my wife said we're up before the devil. Well, here's Evil incarnated.
Well, I mean, the sun hasn't risen yet, but Evil's in the ring, so there you go.
Well, the graphic had Oleg, Goto, and El Desperado against Zack, Sabre Jr.
I
and
think
Jack.
that's next. I think that's going to be probably our semi main because that's the IWGP Worldwide Champion. Again, with the whole thing about Hontai being merged with Chaos, led by the Goto Revolution, it's a very weird time right now in New Japan. But in the meantime, this isn't weird. That's Shingo Takagi and Yota Tsuji. So yeah, this is what's going to be Japon versus House of Torture. And of course, Shingo Takagi, he was eliminated by Shota Umino on his road to the finals.
Go. That's what we're on.
While Yota Tsuji was kicked right in between the uprights and was literally screwed out of the New Japan Cup.
Am I right with the graphic now? Is that where we're on?
Yep. Yota Tsuji, of course, still our global heavyweight champion after beating David Finlay for that title at Wrestle Kingdom.
That's where he made me a fan at Wrestle Kingdom. I like this guy.
What are you saying, Ash?
I was about to say, since Evil eliminated Yota Tsuji, do you think he's next in line for the global title?
I feel like it's going to be one of those things when it comes down to pride and how much Yota Tsuji wants to take this title worldwide, that Yota Tsuji is not only looking for a gene blast, he's looking for a receipt. So it wouldn't surprise me one bit if Yota Tsuji puts the challenge out here tonight.
Excuse me.
Dude, why is he coming out looking like where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, though?
You're not wrong, but again, it's that traditional red tone of red that Los Ingobernables de Japon wears. I don't know. I've gone along with it, though. I like it.
I like it, too. I like it.
I mean, again, as we talked about how this year New Japan literally is ushering in a new guard, a new generation to lead, while the old guard still stands strong with Hirooki Goto leading that revolution.
There he is, climbing the rope.
Gene Blast himself, former young lion of Hiroshi Tanahashi before coming back from excursion and joining Los Ingobernables de Japon. Honestly, one of the greatest uprises since coming back to New Japan outside Gabe Kidd.
Right? Because, right out the gate, as he came back from excursion at Dominion, he challenges Sonata.
New Japan has the best ring announcing ever.
Speared him out of his boots and challenged him for that title to Euro points. He also legitimately not only won last year's New Japan Cup, he made it to the finals of last year's G1 Climax.
Oh, that was such a good match. Holy shit, was that ever a good match.
Between him and Zack Sabre Jr. Of course, Zack Sabre Jr., former two-time New Japan Cup winner, did not make it to the finals this year after David Finlay proved his perseverance. And oh no!
Shenanigans! How's that torture shenanigans? And there goes the commentary.
Please, for once, respect Abe-san for what he does, Evil. You fucking dick. Starting a scorpion on the outside.
Oh, I love Evil. I love Evil and his silly trash talking he does.
Trash talk more than he actually wrestles. Marty Asami, our referee for this contest. If you don't know who Marty Asami is, he's Silver Shoes. Try to finally get this match back in the ring. That made a Yoshinobu Kanemaru. The heel master, 22-year plus veteran of this business.
Ooh, drop kick right to the knee.
And one of the most effective junior heavyweights in New Japan Pro Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Noah history.
I think he's got a target here, Bet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, you take out the legs, you take out that speed that, of course, Yota Tsuji uses in that three-point stance for that gene blast, that spear.
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things also when people don't watch or may not know what Japanese wrestling is all about. The undercard, let's call it what it is. The undercard is more about faction warfare and building matches towards the next big show or the feuds for the next big series. I mean, we've already saw it tonight. We talked about the War Dogs versus House of Torture, Los Noves de Japon versus United Empire. Now you got Yota Tsuji and Evil at the forefront of this match.
That's what these like tag matches like. The whole purpose of these tag matches is to set up potential feuds and possible title matches for the next major show.
And the next time you'll see Baddie for Wrestling, folks, we'll be covering Windy City Riot here in the States, as well as Sakura Genesis, which more likely because that's Japanese time. You'll probably see the three of us for Sakura Genesis. And this time we'll make sure that the time's correct. I could have sworn it said 5 a.m. Standard Time. When did they change it?
I don't know, but I saw 5 a.m. for a second too, and then it said 4 when I logged into the actual website.
Depending on how late it is for like April. Actually, you know what? I might be able to join.
When is Windy City?
Well, Windy City Ride is later on next month. I think it's close to the WrestleMania week. And cover and go to Tsuji.
Because I know it's part of the video that we, the advertisements.
All the wrestling.
I think I might be able to make it for Sakura Genesis. I'm going to book that day off because that also happens to be my dad's birthday.
Oh, well, happy belated birthday to your father. And maybe we'll do a preview of that show ahead of it on your YouTube channel, like we collab with the New Japan Cup. So stay tuned for more content, courtesy of New Japan Pro Wrestling, folks. Go be a subscriber today. Become part of Baddie's Army. Baddie for Wrestling. Subscribe.
Don't be a dickhead. Subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, don't be a dick like Dick Togo.
Don't be a dick. Be a bat.
Don't make that a catchphrase. That's the rope.
Evil not letting go at all.
I mean, again, as much as I hate to say it, he does have till 5. I can't fault him for that.
Well, there's a reason that his name is Evil, anyways.
Evil, of course, became part of Los Nomes de Japon as X back in 2016. Former IWGP Welterweight Champion, former New Japan Cup winner, former multiple-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champion.
Mm-hmm. Him and Sonata work so well together.
Tsuji can barely stand. He has really been getting his knee worked over.
Right? They've done a really good number on his kneecap. Like, God damn.
Not going to help matters, but the strength and the tilt-to-our backbreaker.
And notice when he did it, he did the opposite knee. And at least he was smart enough to do that.
Right? That's good awareness.
The New Japan pretty resourceful. I mean, I'm just saying. And Shingo Takagi, of course, was previously a tag team with Yota Tsuji last year in the World Tag League. And look at this.
Wait, there was only one tag. He tagged Takagi. Evil was not tagged in.
Says sometimes Evil just does what he wants. You should know that by now, Walter, with how much we've covered New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Evil's like,
that's on.
Evil's be like, rules were made to be broken.
Takagi is so damn explosive. I love when this guy wrestles.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, damn it.
I mean, didn't he make February top 10, so. Oh, January. Sorry, excuse me.
Somehow 5 minutes have passed in this match, by the way, as we got the time call from Abe-san.
Oh, shit. It didn't even feel like 5 minutes.
That's what I love about the pace of New Japan. I mean, we're already, the 6th match?
Brainbuster, look at the near leg by Shingo Takagi, gets a 2 count.
And we lost an hour, and they're in the 6th match.
Wait, is it time? Is it time yet?
He's calling for it.
Oh, Dick Togo! Talk about stealing somebody's thunder.
Maniacal laugh.
Yeah, reason to hate Dick Togo, number 154.
He just gave his leg to the ref.
Dragon screw leg with that antic damn workout for him, Ash.
Again, that hurts like a bitch. I've taken that move.
I can only imagine how much that tore your 3 ligaments in your legs.
Oh, here comes Tsuji.
Flying up with a splash in the corner. That high impact move.
Mm-hmm.
Discipline, of course, down in Mexico and the UK during excursion. Evil, though, with the takeover suplex. Tag made Yoshinobu Kanemaru.
That was different. Evil did kind of a release fisherman suplex. He didn't hang on to the pin.
Well, again, it was just more about doing damage to the legs. They're not looking for the win right now, which kind of surprised me, considering, again, to Ash's point, if Evil gets another win here, you would think that he would literally declare himself the next challenger for this title.
Oh my God! Right back to the knee.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
And there's an elbow receipt for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Watch Dick Togo with the chair. Second time around, Dick Togo has literally created advantage here for Evil. And barely can even walk for it on that knee.
Right? Like, how is Tsuji able to stand?
Barely.
Right?
And, oh, no.
It sounds like Torture even realized they're in a cult just following Evil around.
Dick to dick impact. Cover by Kanemaru, saying not so. Kick out it too.
Did no one just say dick to dick?
That's literally what they call that shit.
I know, but it's just funny.
Hate it. Up and around, look for the nail DDT. You're gonna see it over the counter though. Once again, going back after the leg though.
Figure 4, I think. Oh no.
Nope. Figure 4 denied. Oh, backbreaker, face first, curve stop.
Ooh.
Jam that knee. Oh, here we go. Jab. There's the Yukon combination by Shingo. Wipes out Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Love that 3-hit combo. Oh, wait a minute. Yota Tsuji right now. Oh, wait. Reversal. Yoshinobu. Whoa. Then he stole it. The schoolboy by Kanemaru. Still cannot get the win, though. Oh, got knocked with a rising knee. Uh-oh. And Tsuji may be hurting, but he's looking for that 3-point stance, setting him up. Former football player, and again, Dick Togo. Will someone please eject this guy from the building? Uh-oh.
Oh no, the ref is down.
And Kanemaru's got Satori special. Archie blast! Turn around, count it, cover!
Ooh.
Yes! And the win for Tsuji.
Oh, well done. I like this match. This was fun.
That was fucking ridiculous.
Right? Damn, after all that damage done to his knee, Tsuji was able to pull up that Gene Blast and get the win for the team.
Wait, why does Evil have the Global Heavyweight Championship?
Because he's a sore loser and he's saying this is my title.
And watch out for Tsuji. Oh, caught Evil in the breadbasket.
It's all about adrenaline. Adrenaline is a hell of a drug.
Right? Does crazy things to a person's body.
Yeah, that humiliation done by Evil's not going unanswered, but there's a Dick Togo with the Garrett wrapped around Tsuji's throat. And put in the hands to the face of the champion.
Looks like at Secure Genesis, we might be getting it after all. Evil versus Tsuji for the global title.
Well, I mean, again, Evil did beat Yota Tsuji, so he's making his claim known. And now Dick Togo choking out Shingo Takagi here. Get these young lions and get this guy out of here.
Right?
The spoilers of the business.
Even with Dick's interference, they lost.
Mm-hmm.
The sad thing is, when House Torture loses a match, they still could be the ones with the last laugh. It's more than just about control of the Bullet Club for Evil. He literally wants to control all of New Japan.
One nation under Evil.
Fuck that shit. I'll freaking deport myself. Well, to your point, though, Ash, I think you did just pretty much call our next Global Heavyweight Championship match for Sakura Genesis. And again, folks, stay tuned. Some point, I think, once we get the card, I imagine they're going to announce the card after freaking tonight. we'll do a preview video on Bad for Wrestling's channel.
Mhm.
Like we did with the New Japan Cup. Hey, there's my friend Sandy.
Hey.
Morning, guys. Surprised you guys are up this early for the New Japan Cup final. It's the final. By the way, as part of my Let's In practice, can't watch anything until 5 p.m. today. Well, God bless you. Respect. And again, to those that are crazy yahoos like us that are also up watching this, whether you're commenting or whether you're just listening to us and trying to learn a thing or two about New Japan, as somebody who's watched it verbatim since Wrestle Kingdom 8, thank you for tuning in.
Yes, please.
And please like, subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. Subscribe to Bad for Wrestling for all your future New Japan wrestling content, whether collab or solo. I expect you to do some sort of review of this as well to, bring people up to speed. And of course, subscribe to Rage of Wrestling, as both these fine friends of wrestling are in their genesis of their content creation resurgence. As we get ready for our semi-main event.
God, I love the freaking pacing of New Japan.
Here comes your
I want to turn the volume up, but I'm worried that we're going to get copyright striked.
Yeah, don't turn the volume up during entrances.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the volume is not like clearly heard the whole time, even though I love this theme.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I don't hear anything, so you both are fine. It's our semi-main event here with the former WGP World Heavyweight Champion and his young punks, TMDK versus Hontai.
All right, let me scroll some live results across.
Ryohei, of course. And of course, Harley Jackson, and of course, the front man, dickhead. Former
It's a little awkward.
World Heavyweight Champion, former 2-time New Japan Cup winner, Zack Sabre Jr.
And it's awkward to see him without the title right now. Shit.
Well, I mean, again, literally last year was the year of Zack. It was the fall, it was the winter, it was the Wrestle Kingdom weekend of TMDK. But you can't argue that Hirooki Goto, Zack Sabre Jr. knew what he was going into last month at the new beginning in Osaka, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was behind Goto that night. And Zack Sabre Jr. expected that, and Goto earned that after 18 years. After Zack Sabre Jr. earned the IWGP World Championship after 20 years.
I got no complaints about that. I'm actually okay with that. Like, Goto is more than deserving of being IWGP Heavyweight Champion. I mean, like, look what Zack has accomplished in just that one reign alone.
Yeah, we'll see if
Goto
can express that.
First British person to become G1 Climax winner, was able to defend that title in his home country, defends first Gaijin to walk in and out of the Tokyo Dome as champion, main evented the Tokyo Dome not once but twice.
You can say the same thing about El Desperado when it comes to his stronghold of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Even if the match at Wrestle Kingdom didn't go the way as expected, you can't fault Doki for literally putting his all into that match, even if it resulted in literally taking his arm out of his socket. And El Desperado has also had an incredible run. Once again, IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. You see the scars of battle, by the way, all over his back. Man, the story of this man's career is literally written on his body. Damn.
Ooh, damn.
By the way, if you don't know, El Desperado was recently involved in a pay-per-view called Crazy Fest. That's where a lot of that came from. And I suggest you go watch them if you want to watch some real crazy shit. Celebrating 25 years of reffing for Barb, by the way. And by the way, the reason his name's Barb is for Barb Wire. El Desperado is anything but an ordinary fighter, fighting the strongest that he can under any discipline. And speaking of which, here comes the champion.
SB proving that he is the heavyweight division.
Yeah, he's the what? You blanked out.
Oh, I said he's the ace of the junior heavyweight division.
And here comes the man leading the Goto Revolution, our current IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, Hirooki Goto. The fact that Hirooki Goto was in last year's finals of the New Japan Cup, by the way, against Yota Tsuji. You really could think about the fact that the New Japan Cup was probably the first stop in Yota Tsuji and Goto's pursuit of creating this revolution. The greatest accomplishment in this legend's career. Now merging Hontai and Chaos together. There's something I find I never see.
Oh, duh. It'd be nice if I shared the graphic, right?
Probably would help a little bit. The 12th IWGP World Heavyweight Champion in this title's career, of course, defined by Kota Ibushi, merged in the IWGP Heavyweight version 4 Championship and IWGP Intercontinental Championships together. And of course, we had Oiwa gave a hell of a challenge against El Desperado last month for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. There are many stories in this match. Yeah, look at this face-off here.
So has everybody who has a loss during the cup had to now get into a tag team match in the finals?
But it's one of those things also where, again, the battle of faction warfare is the precipice and the groundwork of New Japan Pro Wrestling. And Bars right now, who's been showing that he's anything worthy of a singles title after literally manhandling the Alpha last month, looks to square up against the Grit, Ryohei was. This match is underway. And Oleg right now, literally just tossing Oiwa around.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
The hell was that?
I think Boltin right now just jogging for position and trying to literally grab a limb, and stalemate, there they going here.
No one appreciates that more than me. The grappling around.
Well, again, literally Oleg, trained and endorsed by Josh Barnett, War Master himself of Bloodsport.
Which you could check out. That card, it's built more and more every day, and I can't wait.
Yeah, you got a hell of a show to call, bro. And stay tuned, folks, for Walter Cruz and James to be calling that here very soon. Nice shoulder tackle there. Finally got Oiwa down after 3 freaking attempts. And
Is that the triple? Is that the day of the triple cast, the Bloodsport?
I think so. I would have to double check. Double shoulder block there by Desperado.
That's what me and JJ were tossing around, switching our commentators just for certain matches. Like Natty's match, I'll switch out so he can call Natty's, and then Gabe Kibb's matches, we'll switch out so you can call Gabe Kibb, and then switch back after.
Oh! Just clubbing away at Zack Sabre Jr.'s lower spine. Well, again, depending on, availability and also conduitness, yeah, I'm for it. And Ash, you already got a new subscriber, Raymond Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Raymond, for your support. Thank you, everybody that's supporting us here. What a great way to start Thursday morning before getting into work for me.
My brother just subscribed too.
There we go. Get her to 50 subscribers here before freaking Dominion. Cover! And 2 count. The thing about Oiwa here, he's really focusing in on the arm of the shoulder of El Desperado, which is not a bad idea considering how much Desperado loves to use that numero dos, that submission hold.
Right.
Hip toss into a hammerlock.
We've also seen Oiwa really implement more of a technical background during the New Japan Cup, especially with that submission hold that he almost beat his own leader, Zack Sabre Jr. with during the Cup.
That was a fine match as well. Uya has come quite a long way, hasn't he?
Well, again, being disciplined by Kato Kiyomiya and Pro Wrestling Noah and the King's Road style goes a long way as well. Let's not forget, he was on excursion in Noah before he came back as X, as part of TMDK.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what TMDK is. They're all forged from Pro Wrestling Noah. That's how Zack met Shane and Mikey.
And, of course, TMDK, the mighty, knife edge chop by Harley Jackson. There's a cover, a hook of the leg, and a 2 count.
That was a chop that literally knocked El Desperado right down.
Sounds like it knocked you out. It's like, It's something to be talked about, to your point, Ash, when it comes to how far Zack Sabre Jr. has stepped up as a leader for all these young punks, but also for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Tag made.
Damn, Zack Sabre Jr. tagged right back out.
Again, quick tags. It's great offense here. And again, Ryohei going right back after the arm of El Desperado. And we saw the wars that Zack Sabre Jr. went through in the New Japan Cup against Ryohei and David Finlay. The fact that David Finlay muscled Zack Sabre Jr. up in the end for overkill was astonishing to me. David Finlay earned that victory literally a few nights ago.
He may earn the finals, the cup tonight.
And Harley Jackson just squashed a Desperado. It's a cover, literally sitting in on it, and a 2 count.
Dude, he had his full weight on it in that cover too,
Right?
and he looks about 260.
Give or take. I mean, I'm not sure, what the differential is. I also gotta wonder, what's the condition of Zack Sabre of all of that damage done, especially to his ribs? We've been seeing him grab his ribs a lot lately, pretty much since Wrestle Kingdom.
Sorry, what was that?
I was talking about the conditioning of Zack Sabre, especially when it comes to those ribs that probably haven't recovered since Yota Tsuji bombarded them last year at the G1 Climax. Stretch muffler.
Oh,
He literally turned a cover into a stretch muffler.
And he just turned a stretch muffler into a ground octopus hold almost. Or Majika Tommy, cross armbar. And again, the human manipulation of the body that Zack Sabre Jr. can do out of nowhere is ridiculous.
right. It is amazing how many submission holds that guy can pull out of his ass.
And El Desperado is not tall to reach the ropes, but he got to it.
Well, I mean, again, you gotta reach the ropes. You're saving grace. The longer you're in those holes, the more damage done. And of course, Billy Robinson tactics by Zack Sabre Jr. Can't submit man in 6 seconds. Change position. Well, went for the atomic drop, unable to. Uppercut by Zack Sabre Jr. Irish whip reversal, arm wringer, and planted! Right on the lion mark.
Mm-hmm. It was nice.
A stalemate moment here right now. El Desperado and Zack Sabre Jr. both in need for the tag. Tag made a bullet in Oleg.
El Desperado, pardon the pun, was desperate for that tag. He finally got out. And this man has been in the ring for the better part of 6-7 minutes straight.
Grief.
9.
These gut wrenches. And anything on Zack?
Oh my god, Zack's rib's gonna have like damage done to it. Oh, okay, never mind.
I was saying, pump kick. But for the guillotine now.
Mm-hmm. And he's got the leg behind.
Oh, jeez, but slammed in the corner.
Every time we mention his ribs, somebody knocks him in him.
Again, smart strategy. Expose the Zack Sabre Jr., you break his hold.
There's the European uppercuts that he does so beautifully. Well, he is from Europe.
I was about to say, it kind of goes hand in hand. Oh, my gosh. Big One's got a lot of pride and got a lot of power behind that massive chop. And once again, going back to the gut wrenches.
Ooh, just one. I was getting ready for the count, but he only did one.
Cover it here of the release gut wrench suplex at 2 count. Oleg might be looking for that kamikaze here that nearly led to him becoming the new Neverweight champion. Or still held by Konosuke Takeshita.
Scoop slam.
Off the ropes. Oh no. Ah! Oh, but hit the knees.
Get into a triangle submission.
Again, the awareness, the reactive nature of Zack Sabre Jr. is why he's so damn. But look at the strength of Oleg.
Raw power.
Right?
Oh, man, up in the fireman's carry.
And he turns it into a guillotine.
Zack Sabre Jr. will hook anything out of anywhere.
Dude, you cannot leave any limb out.
No, no. Zack is like a goddamn shark, I tell you.
Why do you think Minoru Suzuki loved this man so much as part of Suzuki Gun? Because of his body manipulative nature.
Thank God Minoru Suzuki found it when he did.
Murder grandpa for life.
Jiu-jitsu at its finest, man. Jiu-jitsu, you leave any limb out, they will snap it.
Right?
Look who's up on the apron, though, guys. And Tam made a Harley Jackson. Tam made a Goto! IWGP whatever champion now in the ring. Oh, God, what a high splash. Cover of the crossbody and a 2 count. And talk about pro wrestling, Noah, the event taking place today, scheduled to air. Didn't realize DDT already aired the Corrigan Hall event today. Again, Corrigan Hall is the sanctuary of professional wrestling. Cover 2, no.
Oh my
And again,
God.
Wrestle Universe, where you can follow Pro Wrestling Noah, Osawa still has the GNC Heavyweight Championship, will defend that title against Masa Kitamiya. Standing switch exchange. And we'll be covering Pro Wrestling Noah again here pretty soon in Marigold as well, folks. Stay tuned. All the Japanese wrestling. Triple team effort here by Hontai.
Wait till we learn how to speak Japanese, damn it.
And that'll be the day I call a match in Japanese. All right, I'll lose my shit. Oh! Double lariat. I wouldn't mind seeing Harley Jackson take on Goto here for the title. We've already seen Hirooki Goto defend that title against Hiroshi Tanahashi and Yuji Nagata.
I wouldn't mind though, actually. That'd be pretty interesting.
These forearm exchanges are crazy.
Reverse GTR, follow-up lariat. Here comes the former champion. Let's run this back.
But yeah, one's got compromised ribs, the other compromised shoulder.
Right? Just
The wear and tear of the wars about Goroshi.
He is setting them up for those kicks.
The Fierce Warrior teeing off against Harley Jackson. Might be looking for that Goto Revolution. It's got him hooked. GCR! Cover!
Got
Excellent
him.
for Hontai.
Holy shit, Zack Sabre Jr. lost again.
But he wasn't part of the decision. And to your point, again, Goto, a father, 18 years, did this for his father, did this for New Japan. He is not looking to let this title go anytime soon. If he's willing to fight this hard to get to it, how hard do you think he's willing to go to keep it?
God damn it, Twitch, you really need to, like, get better with the bot shit.
oh god, not again.
Every
That is
freaking
what it
time.
Lame.
Lame indeed. But that's what the word is. It's lame. Everything's lame. I think Goto's ready to challenge anyone in this world.
Damn. I
Good
know he
match,
wasn't
though.
involved, but that's 2 matches in a row Zack lost. Sheesh.
Well, again, you gotta consider right now the strength is with Hontai.
Well, I mean, he just won the title. You want to keep him strong, right? Like, there's a reason he beat Zack Sabre Jr. in a one-on-one match. Like,
Yeah, again, that pop from that match, by the way, when Goto won, was absurd. I have not heard a pop that loud in New Japan in a long damn time.
Zack's got to be thinking, damn it. You know a rematch is coming, though, right, Noah?
Yeah, I mean, there's incredible respect here with those two men, all right? Both men respect what, of course, they represent for New Japan. And this face-to-face right here tells the story right there. And again, the next time Hirooki Goto will challenge that title will be Sakura Genesis April 5th. And we are mere moments away from finding out who it will be. Will it be David Finlay, the man that beat Goto last year, since retaining the Globalweight Championship? Or will it be Shota Umino with this second chapter of his career?
For those that don't know, Goto winning the title in New Japan, that'll be like freaking Joe Henry winning the title in Scotland. Like, it's the equivalent of, that's like just Japanese heroism. He won the title. That pop was crazy.
In front of his family, his kids, nonetheless.
That was such a sweet moment. I'm not going to lie. I haven't watched the match, but I just saw the post-match stuff, and it's just so heartwarming.
Yeah, his little girl and somebody that has a little Ella and his son.
For Ash, it's the equivalent of when Bret Hart would win the title in Canada. Like, it would just.
Yeah, you can say that.
Kenny Omega, I think, is the better name in this case, considering she's a
Hey,
Japanese
Walter,
wrestler.
would you like to learn a fact about me?
You never saw a Bret Hart match.
Nope.
You said it.
But not stop, Walter, you freaking idiot. Anyway,
You said
guys,
it before. Why is he going to the commentary?
because he's going to watch the main event, guys. It's time to find out who wins the New Japan Cup. Time to see who he challenges.
He's got to find out who he's going to face.
Exactly. Yeah, damn. Well, again, how do you rank happiness?
I would think Japanese would be number 1 with these damn wrestling they get to see.
Well, wrestling is only one aspect of life that brings happiness. There are other aspects that bring happiness as well. And we could all speak on behalf of there's aspects that challenge us where we're not always happy. We all have all different emotions, but to rank happiness is foolish.
There's
As
no
we got
way,
a video
because what
package
the hell's
here.
the criteria?
Yeah, who knows? I'm guessing it's rigged, probably AI driven.
Right? It's just like what brings happiness to one person brings misery to another. Like, for example,
Exactly.
House of Torture brings me happiness, but it brings no as much misery.
She went there.
Accurate. This is accurate. I give her that. That was brilliant.
You set it up too well. I had to, okay?
All right,
Well,
guys,
I mean, the
let's talk about
non-Yamada
this.
Stadium, but that's a home run.
It was
And
dangling. I had to take the low-hanging fruit and eat it.
Right.
Let's
Who do
all
we
eat
see
fruit
winning
and
this
eat
cup?
it.
Because I'm thinking Finley's winning this.
All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and call it. We know how we got here, or at least I do, since I'm the one that watched the whole thing. So let's go ahead and call it, guys. Ash, again, we did the bracketology. Your bracket was kind of busted most of the way. So who you got winning, the War Dog or the Roughneck?
I had Finlay winning this, and I'm sticking with it.
Did not, because she's holding out on that last horse. Walter, again, we've seen
This is
David
all
Finlay.
I have. Let me have it. Plus, it makes
all you
sense
have.
storyline-wise.
Yeah,
But
the storyline
Umino-
for Shota Umino in this resurgence, the second chapter, though, it literally might be a comeback story. Both these
I
men
was
are looking
thinking
for a
that
comeback.
after that haircut and everything, he was forced to lose his hair. It's a whole different version of him. He might pull it off. I don't know.
It's
I was
possible.
thinking Finley strongly like 2 seconds ago, but with Umino's new resurgence, he might pull this off.
It's possible, yeah. Because we're seeing like a more aggressive side of Umino that we haven't seen in quite some time since his excursion.
I think it's more so the fact that he's not worried about what the people think or trying to make those that he deemed his models proud. John Matsuya, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Tetsuya Naito, Will Ospreay. He's doing this for himself. And I think the fact that he's really doing this more for himself, focusing on that. A man of few words, but one determination, saying that he promises to win. I think that goes to Shota Umino here. I think Shota literally burnt the wick from both ends way too soon, way too quick. And the last month he's been off, I think he's realized that. Again, with wins over Shingo Takagi in the semifinals and David Finlay with a win over Zack Jr., it all comes down to this. Shota Umino, David Finlay, one of these two will be our New Japan Cup winner for 2025.
And we better really pay attention because they're probably going to end up on our top 10 list.
It's funny like how both Umino and well, I shouldn't say funny, but it's very fitting how both Umino and Finlay both defeated former IWGP heavyweight champions to get to where they are.
Yeah, and also, let's keep in mind, both men had a random bye in the New Japan Cup. So even so, one match less than the rest of the field, both men earned this spot tonight, but only one can walk out the winner.
I don't know who wins. In the end, it's probably us that win because this is going to be one hell of a match.
From the Young Lion days to a Death Rider to be born with a second chapter, Roughneck Shota Umino.
I'm glad we don't have a Japan prediction league because I would have went back and forth with this. Because now I'm thinking Umino again in my head after I said Finlay out loud. God damn it.
And you know what? The bell rings, and I expect you all to literally go like, bell rings! Because once the bell rings, there's no turning back. You got to consider this also. David Finlay, he's a man that says that hate always finds a way to win. And I almost wonder if there's self-hate in Shota Umino's heart. I think Shota Umino realized he had to make a change. Is he proud of what he's done so far after coming up so short, calling himself to be the new ace of New Japan, putting that much pressure and not delivering? You got to consider that's probably in the back of Shota Umino's mind, if not now, beforehand.
If he doesn't win, he's got to think it was all for nothing, right? And have some self-doubt.
Yeah, because that's the thing about like Umino right now. He's still in the process of finding himself. Like he has all the potential in the world. I see it. It's just he still hasn't still figuring out what is Shota Umino and what is he all about.
Yeah, as much as I hate to talk about how to torture, Ren Narita figured out who he was, and it led him to be an NJPW World Television Champion. Yota Tsuji, current global heavyweight champion. Gabe Kidd, literally the face of New Japan right now, the strongweight champion. Shota Umino has earned nothing.
It's still crazy to see him with a buzz cut.
It's also crazy to see this guy 1 year later, after last year dropping out due to medical reasons beyond his control, might literally prove everybody wrong about last year, as he has returned this year to make it to the finals.
This is
Mhm.
Finlay's redemption arc right now. And
That's
for
why
like,
I'm.
right
That's
about
why I'm so stuck.
It's redemption versus resurgence. A second chapter versus a second chance that Finlay believes should have never happened in the first place. Both these men are out to prove a point and prove who owns the spring for New Japan Pro Wrestling. And David Finlay believes that he will find a way. We don't know what Shota Umino believes, though, because again, he's been so soft-spoken. He just said, I promise I will win. He didn't say, I promise I will beat you. I promise I will win.
Mm.
And of course, Bloody Hands Gato accompanying David Finlay to the ring. David Finlay, of course, who forged his way to the New Japan Cup Finals through a bye, beating the likes of Evil via countout. And of course, Zack Sabre Jr. in his last bout, as well as, of course, Uya Omura in the quarterfinals.
An actual count out. Look at that. And they got till 20 in Japan.
right.
Exactly. And of course, Shota Umino, he forged his way to the finals, as we saw, beating Greto Khan in his first match, truly of redemption. And by the way, referee for this match, Shota Umino's father, Red Shoes Umino, just putting that out there. And also beating, of course, Jeff Cobb and Shingo Takagi to make it to here.
Look at Umino's focus, yo.
Right. Umino like had to overcome like freaking like walls, like literal, like well not literal walls, but like big heavy walls.
Is he praying? Like, what is he?
It's almost like he's drowning out everything, literally probably the voices in his own head. Again, we talked about the pressure that Shota Umino has felt from New Japan. Think about the pressure he's also felt from his father. You know how much a kid wants to make his father proud.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would
Especially
know.
like especially with the pressures like Umino has. So it's like trying to prove that I am what management think I am. Management thinks I am ready for the main event, and I must prove not just to them, but to myself and the New Japan fans that I am put in this position because I am ready.
Not because of who my dad is.
Exactly.
Highest stakes on the line here, New Japan Cup Final 2025. This will be a first-time winner, by the way, this year. Someone will etch their names and add it to the likes of Yota Tsuji, Shingo Takagi, Katsuyori Shibata, just to name a few.
Ooh. I just fully woke up. I can tell you that much.
Why we're here, damn it! Bombings! Here we go, guys. And remember, there is no time limit. There must be a
Yes,
winner.
Raymond, it is.
Yeah, about to say, talk about generations. That's right, Raymond. That is Finlay's son, David Finlay.
Finlay needs to be in the damn the Hall of Fame with everything he's done.
Well, again, I mean, yeah, that's a whole different conversation. But of course, David believes that he's nothing like his father. He's already surpassed his career, and it's hard to argue with what David Finlay's done since taking over Bullet Club with the War Dogs, literally forging a title off of other men's work when he destroyed Will Ospreay and John Moxley's work. Stiff Con on the top here in the early going. So let's go ahead and talk about this match. Go ahead, Walter.
I said stiff indeed. Neither man given an inch.
Well, let's go ahead and look more about that. As you look at Shota Umino and his, let's call it what it is, second chapter. He even calls that Death Valley bomb, that Northern Lights bomb, the second chapter. What does Shota Umino need to do to beat David Finlay here and prove a point more to himself versus anybody else?
Right now, Shota Umino just needs to focus. That's all he needs to do right now is just focus and keep his eye on the prize.
That headlock here. And Walter, at that point, what does David Finlay need to do? It's saying that hate always finds a way, but what if hate's not enough? We saw David Finlay lose, of course, at Wrestle Kingdom against Yota Tsuji for the Global Heavyweight Championship. Now looking to forge a new legacy towards the World Heavyweight Championship.
What he can't do is let the pressure get into his own head. He may be cocky, but deep down inside, He's got his own pressure too, and just don't take Umino lightly. Yeah, like I feel like he's looking past Umino and thinking about the championship already, and that's the
Right.
mistake that no one can make. You look past your opponent; it's easy. All it takes. What's the famous saying that we say? No, all it takes is 3 seconds.
Yeah, you want to think ahead, but not too far ahead.
Hmm. I wouldn't think ahead at all. To focus on what's going on in the present. Don't think about the future. You don't even know the future isn't even guaranteed.
That's
Yeah,
true.
sure.
Yeah.
Again, both these men so similar towards the first round bye. Neither
Damn,
man involved in last year's finals. Nice kick right there to the leg.
Finlay literally flipped over. Did Umino go to Texas and like raid Shawn Michaels' closet there? By the way,
I'm not sure exactly, but again, there's been a lot of a telltale in Shota Umino's return, adorned in the all white, looking for a clean slate, a fresh start.
what the hell are these light kicks?
Focusing on the knee. Again, he's focusing on that knee. Let's not forget David Finlay's finishing arsenal, guys. Into oblivion and overkill involves Finlay's knees.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Referee not even counting, dude. He's got the ropes. Wow,
Yeah, he's
Umino
looking
gave
for
him a clean
break.
break though.
Yeah, he was looking for a clean break here.
Yeah, that's very smart of Umino to work on those legs.
You could,
David Finlay, though, inside Russian leg sweep takes Shota Umino down. Again, the aggressive nature. Here's the cover, hook in the near leg. It's a 2 count.
believe it or not, Finlay would never admit it, but you could tell that he respects Umino.
Well, I mean, he did talk about during the press conference, if y'all watched it, again, not going to ask if you did or not, that, again, he knows about Shota Umino. He knows about his days as a young lion in the dojo when he was literally collapsing from exhaustion with how many push-ups they had him do. You talk about the discipline and the conditioning, of course, of their neck. And again, open palm strikes are legal. Close fists are not. Shota Umino, Rechu Umino admonishing David Finlay here. Rechu Umino, best referee in the business. Don't at me. Hard Irish whip.
Into the turnbuckle pad.
Again, this is the same guy that used to tag with Juice Robinson and is a former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champion and World Tag League winner.
That's what Finlay needs to not do. Don't do those cocky dumb shit with the one finger pins, and don't do that. Get out of your own way.
But you know that Gato has a game plan, obviously, for David Finlay here. Let's not forget Bloody Hands Gato is also in Finlay's corner, Ash.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Umino's
that's
literally
the
hanging
numbers
upside
advantage
down.
too. Yeah, because you never know what that guy has up his sleeve.
Especially with a shillelagh in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
I will give David Finlay credit, though. He has not used the shillelagh at all during the New Japan Cup.
Nope.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, so you never know. Especially if he's trying to if he takes Umino way too lightly and Umino gets that spark.
That's what he can't do. Neither one can take the other one lightly, and I don't believe they will, to be honest.
Rope thrusts to Shota Umino there, and David Finlay assaulting Shota in the corner here. Calculated assault. Shota, though, trying to fight back. To your point, I think Finlay, again, literally is just teasing Shota Umino, having his way with him, keeping that self-built confidence and trying to add doubt to Shota here.
Oh, nice.
And that's also a good point there, Sandy. It does make me wonder if Gato was more of a factor like at Wrestle Kingdom, would David Finlay still be the global champion? Now going for a knee breaker. And again, focus attack on that right knee.
Uh-oh.
And up and over.
He's
Shota
talked
Umino
about.
has not had an easy journey to this point, despite.
I was just going to talk about that. He had to earn his way into the dojo. They just let him in.
No, they did. And again, David Finlay talked about that during the press conference this morning. There's a cover, the 2 count. Everything that Shota Umino has gotten, I think, is earned. But clearly, Shota Umino has not earned enough. And that's probably why he needed this second chapter. Think about all the promises. Think about all the opportunities he literally had this last year alone. He's challenged for the IWGP World Championship in the main event, in the Tokyo Dome. He challenged for the NWA World Championship. He was part of marquee matches, and he came up short when it mattered the most. Why David Finlay pretty much surpassed those expectations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder if Omino, when he cut his hair, thinks a weight lifted off on him, or did he take on new weight to put more pressure on himself, saying this is a new chapter, I have to do it, it's now or never.
Well, when a Japanese wrestler loses their hair, it is a sign of humility, embarrassment. Okay, I remember when
Mm-hmm.
Minoru Suzuki literally cut his own hair against Hirooki Goto at Wrestle Kingdom 12 when Goto won back the Neverweight Championship and risked his own hair. We saw what
Mm-hmm.
happened last month, though, and we also saw Yota Tsuji take the hair from Uya Amura, and the Heat Storm got a resurgence from it. But we'll see if Shota Umino actually gets a second chapter tonight.
Mm-hmm. The Finlay just literally
Oh,
bit him. Can't even talk right now.
sort of like a spiritual conflict or regain spiritual confidence here during this run in the New Japan Cup for Shota Umino.
We'll see if it culminates in a victory, though.
And again, we've seen Umino regain that respect with the audience based on his performance in the New Japan Cup.
Mm-hmm. Nice European uppercut. Another one.
Cuts there to David Finlay in the corner, to your point.
Jeez, these damn uppercuts.
Right, those were like some stiff looking shots.
Right, I mean, right in the
Irish whip.
muscle too.
Running uppercut.
Then a
in the
running
corner.
one.
And hooking at David Finlay. Northern Light suplex to the bridge. And it's only 2. Yeah, and I do wonder again, whoever doesn't win here, how do they resurge themselves through the spring? Or do they maybe go once again, maybe into their own excursion until the G1 climax? Again, we got Sakura Jansen, we got the best Super Juniors, we got Dantaku, and then of course we get ready for Dominion and G1 climax season.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not counting the New Japan America brand.
All the Japanese wrestling.
And modified ankle lock, it looks like.
Man, Shota's doing a real good number on Finley's legs right now, like with those submission holds.
A leg hook. And then he look at the intelligence to pull him away from the rope and turn it into an STF.
Yeah, right? Let's not forget that STF was passed down to Shota Umino by the man himself, Masahiro Chono.
Mm-hmm.
One of the many influences in Shota Umino's career. Again, all these influences is probably what's been a conflict of identity crisis for Shota Umino.
Dude, Finlay might as well be a mile away from the rope. Look at that. Pulls him again. Finlay might as well be a whole mile away from the ropes.
And look at the way they literally got the wrist locked. But I'll give David Finlay credit. He turned his head so the breathing is not compromised across the bridge of the nose. Mm-hmm. Still very much trapped, though.
Definitely trapped in the leg and the choke. Referee asking him, but Finlay ain't going to quit. You're going to have to make him pass out.
Right.
We know how far Finley's willing to go to prove a point and get a win. And we also know how much punishment he could take and how much strength he has. And thank you for that, Sandy. Again, I was just naming events. I don't necessarily know the order. I haven't looked at the calendar or a big event schedule. And driving that knee again into the mat and immediately going back into the SCF. That's deep. A forearm literally underneath the jawline of David Finlay with a modified cravat.
Finley's teasing a tap.
It's almost like also this hold, the way Shinobu has it, he's focusing more pressure on the knee as well versus the neck.
Yeah, he's laying sideways and like bending the knee in more ways than it should.
Yeah, but to Ash's point, the grit, determination of David Finlay right here, unwavered.
Yeah, Finlay found a way to make to the ropes.
But again, you see the S-grip, though.
He's inches away.
Just pulling back.
Got it.
Damn, we thought Tsuji's knees were bad. How is freaking Finlay going to hold up?
No. Well, Finley's a lot younger.
I mean, fair
a lot
point,
less miles out there.
That's accurate. I do wonder, though, again, what's in the mind of Shota Umino right now? What's going through his head?
Torture right now. He's trying to the cup. He's really bringing it to Finlay.
But they haven't
almost went for a dragon
suplex. Cover. Crucifix. Cover. 2 count. Almost stole it. Got hooked in. Ah, jeez.
Ushigoroshi to the bad knee, though, Noah.
Right.
Yeah, again.
How much damage did Finlay do to his own kneecap with that desperation move?
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's one of those things where you literally put your own body in harm's way just to create a moment or reprieve.
You know what it is? You don't think, it's just reaction, it's impulse, and you don't
Exactly.
think about it till after. Like you do the move, and then it's like, that was stupid.
Act first, think later.
Right?
Post move clearance.
David Finlay, though, squaring up against Shota Umino, lifting a clothesline, bolt mapping over the outside.
Oh, he hit the back of his head on the apron during that turn. That knee is really bothering him. Well, it is Japan. At least you have until 20.
Right.
Again, that knee, to your point, Walter, that's going to be a lingering injury that's going to bother David Finlay throughout this match. And that might be the story here.
Well, if he lifts the cup over his head, it might be worth it.
This is the same man that was taken out by medical, where he said, even if it feels like my blood flow is not quite right, I still want to compete, damn it. But the medical staff says, no, you can't compete. You think a bum knee is going to stop David Finlay here?
Hell no.
Man, look at that garbage shift with Umino's back.
Right. That tumble took a number on Umino as well.
But this gives Finlay rest, but he's not taking it.
Wait a second. No.
Those thin Japanese tables.
I feel like a damn rock.
Mm-hmm.
Might be looking for that Uranagi over the guardrail for the table. So Umino find back desperately. Clubbing elbows to the side of Finlay's neck.
You don't want to take that. Where's the referee up to?
You know what she was not going to count out here. We got to have a winner.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait a minute.
Is he going to powerbomb him through that table?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, pushed back first in the apron. Now watch Finlay drive Umino head first.
Oh, there it is. There's the table spot.
Instead, Finlay changing offense and driving Shota Umino head first to the ring post.
Now he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Yes.
Oh, man.
Through the table.
Planted with the Uranagi. Take a look at the replay here. Ooh.
Uranagi flat through the table, too. Oh. You got to think it's over at this point, guys.
Well, that's up to Reshu Umino to decide. Again, son aside.
Having to count out his own son.
About to say, I'm just going to say this, Ash. I've watched Umino literally call a match on behalf of his son's safety and well-being. Once. It was in Rev Pro. He hasn't done it since then. Ironically enough, it was against Will Ospreay. But he hasn't done it since then. But at this point, if he doesn't answer the count, David Finlay will win.
8, 9.
Looks like Finlay does not want to win with the count out.
Yeah, he just grabbed the referee's hand and stopped the count.
Well, again,
honest way. You may be a little bit ahead of us, Ash.
Yeah, sorry.
Nah, you're fine. I do. It's one of those things. Again, this is so much fun. We talked about before how we talked about this is a redemption arc for both men. Finlay here is here to make a
Oh my
statement.
God.
No.
Sorry, no.
Oh, no.
What the hell was in Finlay's mind? Oh my God. Powerbomb to the corner. To the metal side of the turnbuckle. The pole that holds the ring together. He just powerbombed him in there from the outside.
Yeah, just running powerbomb into the ring post.
Oh my God. And then looks at the dad. Like, looks at the ref.
Umino looks in a heap.
He is out of it. It's just instinct at that point if he just rolls back in the ring.
Well, instinct's a powerful tool. It's also a very dangerous tool.
Sometimes you got to save people from themselves.
But David Finlay literally did that because he saw Umino stirring. And to your point, Umino trying to get up and able to.
What is the count?
Oh, no.
17. 18.
Umino, you need a crawl back in the
19.
ring. Oh, man, got at 19.
19 3/4.
Right? Just barely got him to the skin of his teeth.
And he's just defiant till the end, Noah. He's
That
literally
seemed
talking
defiant.
trash to Finlay, using
seemed
Finlay's
defiant.
body to get up.
Yeah, that same defiance that Zack Sabre Jr. tried to pull out Shota Umino at the Tokyo Dome.
July, Raymond.
Massive uppercuts again. Shota Umino gritting his teeth and just taking it. Again, David Finlay's willing to kill himself to prove himself. That's been his MO since joining Bullet Club and taking it over. Massive toss. Arguably, pound for pound, the strongest man in New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
The cover.
That's too cocky.
count.
He didn't even put his full body on him. I said that. Don't get cocky and take Uno too lightly. See, Finley's got to get out of his own way. Don't do that cocky stuff.
Well, you think about the sense of control that David Finlay's created here, though, and might be looking for another massive powerbomb or that Dominator. Wait, backslide attempt by Shota Umino again with the Carmine's back. Can Finlay be taken up and over, though? Jogging for strength here.
Now underhooks by Finlay into a backslide.
And hoist up again. Powerbomb. Oh, the power slip. Wait a minute.
I think that was reversed. I think he turned it into a DDT. I'm not sure. I think he hooked his head at the last second.
Yeah, I think you're right. I thought David Finlay for a moment was going for a power slam instead of a power bomb. And to your point, I think Shota Umino countered.
I'm not. I would love to see a replay. Come on, New Japan. I think he hooked his head last second and DDT'd him.
Both men are like in desperation mode because they all have everything to win and like how's that phrase go again?
Everything to lose and everything to gain.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Eh.
I am so bad with my metaphors and idioms.
And the Roar of the Lion, of course, that carries these two men as the lion marks in the center of the ring here. This is New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Technically,
it's the back of the head.
Technically, it's nothing to lose, everything to gain, but these people have everything to lose and everything to gain.
Yeah, basically, it's a must-win scenario for both men.
Exactly. It's now or never for both.
Oh my
now
God.
Or never for both.
He just need him to the spine and the neck area at the same time. The upper back. Now what the hell is he thinking, Noah?
Well, sometimes you go for broke here. I sense disaster.
I don't know. Is he going for a superplex?
Gotta think about your backside, Shota. Hooking up David Finlay. Both men to the top rope. Superplex! Jeez. To Rich get all, the win it all. Cover, hook the far leg. Pick on it too.
High risk, high reward.
Right? Especially in like the high stakes situation they're both in right now.
Well, it doesn't get higher than challenging for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, let alone earning that opportunity.
I don't know. Japan's cost of living, but that he went to the high rent district and it paid off.
And looking for lariat. David Finlay does a drop kick.
Damn, he cost some height on that drop kick, Noah.
Looking for the half and half. Now the weight slap. Back elbow strike. Finlay fine bat though. O'Connor roll denied. Finlay holds onto the ropes. Back elbow strike. Enziguri. Finlay off the ropes. Watch the lariat. Both men collide in the middle of the ring. Both men refusing to go down.
I think they both have the same idea.
Mm-hmm.
They get Finlay collapsing out of his knees, though. Umino maintaining strong on his feet.
Just 2-3 minutes ago, we thought Umino was out of it, and he just caught a third win.
Right.
Oof. And Finlay, though, again, catching his third win, clubbing away at Umino, but Umino's still not going down. Neither of these men are going down.
Dude, I'm exhausted watching this match. Imagine being in it.
Half and half suplex.
That was way too close. Damn.
And again, catching Finlay again, another half and half suplex. Finlay still somehow on his feet.
Dude, he might want to hang on and keep the cover instead of releasing it. There we go.
Northern Lights half and half cover kick out.
I love it when I say something and they do it immediately.
Yeah, Shota Umino refuses to have the book close on this second chapter without a victory.
Well, Finlay might have taken out his shoulder with that.
Looking for the spear.
Dude, momentum is just short-lived in this match. Every time we count one of them out.
Mhm.
And think about how much space that Finlay needed for that spear. All he needed was literally a second. He just dropped Umino.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, every second counts in a wrestling match.
Here we go. You got to think both men know are fingertips away from the cup now.
Yeah, the pressure at an all-time high here. We haven't seen this level of pressure for David Finlay, especially as well, since last year's G1 Climax.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'd be happy either way. Both men deserve it, but there can only be one.
No.
That's the issue.
Buckle bomb in the corner of Shota Umino. Shota with the shotgun drop kick. It's only back to his feet. Pop up. Power bomb by Umino. Rolls through.
Another powerbomb? What is he doing? Oh!
Another power bomb. To your point. High stack. Cover kick out at 2.
Damn it! Every time I think it's over.
This is New Japan Pro Wrestling, Walt. It's not about a finisher. It's about your fucking spirit.
Jeez. Definitely making the top 10. Spoiler alert.
Umino again might be looking for that massive lariat that he dished out against Shingo Takagi to punch his ticket to the final.
Umino's just giving Finlay everything.
Short range lariat cover again by Umino. Kick out at Finlay.
Umino just did a lariat that would make JBL jealous.
The time, second chapter, counter, David Finlay hoisting up Umino.
Dominator. Damn, Finlay pulled out a Dominator.
Yeah, but look how spent both men are. Finally, we're at a standstill again.
I bet you Finlay's regretting not taking out that count-out victory now. He says it's over. Finlay says it's over. Oh my god, I think Umino countered that again.
Yeah, he countered into oblivion, into almost a stunner.
A jawbreaker almost. Or a stunner to your point. Yeah, it was either a jawbreaker or a stunner. They need to replay stuff a little more often.
Yeah, Shota Umino is not looking to go into oblivion. And I wonder if Gato's worrying at this point, Ash.
Right?
From
Finlay might be on
oblivion,
Dream
he's
Street
looking
right
to
now.
take Finlay into obscurity.
Yeah, Finlay might be on Dream Street right now here, and again, might be dead whale.
Now is not the time to show mercy, Umino. You got Finlay where you need him.
Right?
This ain't WWE, but it's time to show no mercy.
All the callbacks. He's looking to hoist him up for that second chapter, that Northern Lights bomb, but again, Finlay.
Shifting his body weight.
The stubbornness of both these men.
There it is. There it is. Nope.
Oh, Finlay countered. Finlay countered. Finlay countered. No, plot the knee.
Oh, almost like a go to sleep, but Umino caught the knee.
Yeah, he was looking for overkill.
Oh,
Both these
forearm
men just
exchanges.
Sharing.
Holy
just
shit.
exploding with these forearms. Counted distance. Oh, and a headbutt to the heart.
Yeah, that looked gnarly. Holy.
Oh! Holy shit.
He's out. He's got to be out of that knee strike.
A double knee strike.
Oh
my god, that was way too close.
2.5.
Shit.
Holy shit, I was 2.999.
Right?
What the
Finlay literally at the last fraction of a second. Northern Lights bomb.
No counter again. Into
Oblivion.
Cover by Finlay. Kick out.
Damn it.
Man, this is putting it real close. Like either man can take it at this point, because holy shit.
Cuts towards each other at this point.
This cup means the world to both of them, literally.
Right?
Holy shit.
It's
Both men
like,
digging deep.
right? It's boiling down to who wants it more.
Redemption, revenge, resurgence.
These
Finlay
men are
hoisting up
digging.
Umino. Wet powerbomb counter. Hook up both legs. The single leg. Unable to hook both. Finlay rolls.
Oh,
through.
into
Big
oblivion
kick
again.
face.
He might get him into oblivion. Nope. Powerbomb.
Powerbomb.
And he's hanging on. He's hanging on, Noah.
The strength of David Finlay with the deadlift in that second.
Oh, wow.
In the cover. No.
What the hell is it going to take, Ash?
I have no idea. I wouldn't be able to tell you if I could, because holy shit, they've given everything at this point. Like, what can they come up with?
You take a shot at take a look at the cup. That's what this is all about. It might be a surprise roll-up at this point. Just steal it from your opponent.
Like, both men are, like, desperate enough to do so, yeah, because...
There's a reason it's called surprise roll-up.
Right?
That's what that was. Should have went with the surprise roll-up, and then that freaking... Looking for overkill. No, wait, inside cradle. Inside cradle. Small package by Umino. Kick out by Finlay. Finlay maintaining the head. Wait a minute. Umino countered. Look for second chapter. No.
Jesus, these back and forth counters.
In a roll.
Oh, shit.
The knee. Oblivion.
Cover.
It's over.
Wins.
Oh my god, what a fucking match. Holy shit.
Jesus.
I forget it's 7 in the damn morning, and I'm over here screaming like a freaking... Oh, that'll wake the kids up
pro
for school.
wrestling for you. That's the beauty of pro wrestling.
And it's almost the same way he beat Zack Sabre Jr. He countered his offense into a Gator Road and set him up into the overkill. David Finlay is the winner of the 2025 New Japan Cup. But damn, what a hell of a second chapter for Shota Umino. Even
Right?
I don't care. Call it recency bias. That's number one so far.
You got 11 more days, Walter. Just saying. Last year, David Finlay was taken out due to medical reasons, and he believed that literally the year was stolen from him. He may have earned all of that back tonight because now he faces Hirooki Goto, a man he's beaten already.
Mm-hmm.
Now for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, it's Sakura Genesis. Good grief. So many counter roll-outs, by the way, to both men's offense here. It literally took a moment for David Finlay to catch Umino off guard, set him up into overkill, and that's all it took.
Right? That's all it takes is just like that, like to capitalize on that one simple mistake your opponent makes.
And it's
You can't give
official
your
now.
opponent too much breathing room.
Yeah, right. And it's official now, Ash. April 5th, it's Hirooki Goto versus David Finlay in the main event for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship at Sakura Genesis.
All on his own. No interference, no nothing. Just pure heart determination. There, we make it official on our banner. There's the final results of tonight.
And David Finlay hoisting that giant trophy. To the victor goes the spoils. And to your point, Walter, Finlay legit earned this all on his own. Since
He
the
did,
get-go.
yeah. You know, we can't discredit Shota Umino because right now, out of all the matches I've seen of Shota Umino's, this was his best one yet.
This is one of his best
Umino
matches
just
on
realizing, oh, Finlay picking him up. I think this is going to be respect. I don't think he's going to do anything. My way. He's telling Umino my way. You follow my lead. Pats him on the shoulder.
Wow.
Umino falling. He can't even stand up, man.
Yeah.
I feel like to Ash's point, though, Umino learned a lot from this match with David Finlay and also about himself.
Umino can barely stand, Noah.
I don't know necessarily if following Finlay's way is the way to go, but following some of what Finlay did here tonight might literally lead Umino to brighter things in the future.
Uh-oh, Finlay's got a mic.
Oh, boy. Get ready for a hell of a promo, I'm sure.
Let's give it
And
to
again,
Noah.
he earned it. That he
Go ahead,
is.
Noah. You can translate.
And just like that, I am the New Japan Cup champion.
Transcript, not translate. He's speaking English.
But you please get your old ass in this ring right motherfucking now.
Ooh, the disrespect.
You know Finlay only cares about one legacy, and that's his own.
Right?
Well,
That's true.
he's trying to carve his own path in the wrestling industry, not using his father's
I mean, he's been
path.
carving his own path since he took Bullet Club hostage 2 years ago. It's been a warpath draped in bodies and gold. And now he might have the richest gold in less than a month. Oh boy. Keep hearing all this bullshit about some Goto Revolution. And quite frankly, you can't have a revolution without a rebel. The revolution is not yours, baby boy. The revolution is all mine. You very well might be right.
That's a good point. Can't have a revolution without a rebel.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna speak English?
We don't need you echoing Gato's words. I'm just saying. You cannot stop the Goto Revolution. This is my time. And Ryu Goku, I'll prove it.
Goto Cena?
Well, Ryogoku Sumo Hall, we'll see who truly is the leader of this revolution, whether it's the Rebel or Hirooki Goto. Ironically enough, the last time that David Finlay faced Hirooki Goto was Ryogoku Sumo Hall at Power Struggle last year, and Finlay beat the man retaining his Global Heavyweight Championship. If he beats Goto again, he's the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. And here comes the War Dogs to celebrate. Been a good night for the War Dogs.
Mm-hmm. They may be soon in having all the titles, the trio title and the IWGP World Heavyweight title.
When was the last time we saw Bullet Club with all the gold?
I can't even think.
4 or 5 years, no, longer than that.
I beat Goto in front of his own children. I made his daughter cry with a smile on my face. The fairy tale's over. I'm coming for my crown because I am the Savage King. And I will get that title because hate always finds a way.
Mm-hmm.
And now Gato is going to finish things out here. Gato's been for generations of this Bullet Club. Good grief.
Oh, man.
The rebel tickle the fucking everything. I need a rebel. New Japan needs a rebel. And the world needs a rebel. Well, Gato may not be wrong.
This is a rebel with a cause.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's a rebel without a cause, but he's got a cause. He's trying to become IGWP champion, and he may do it.
Well, April 5th at Ryogoku Sumo Hall, we'll find out.
Just have to wait just a little over 3 weeks.
Has
3 weeks.
Finlay ever won
Less
the
than 3
world title?
weeks.
What's that, Ash?
Has David Finlay ever won a world title?
Nope, he's only been a tag champion. Then he forged that global heavyweight championship that Yota Tsuji has, of course, winning that back at Wrestle Kingdom freaking 18 in the semi-main.
Come April 5th, that answer may change, though, Noah.
Right? David Finlay's trying to do what his dad never was able to do, become the world champion.
How many times does the kid have to pressure himself to do what his dad never did? We
And how
seen
many
Cody
times
do it.
And how many times does the kid surpass what the father didn't do.
Well, last year Cody finished his story. Finlay might have a story to write of his own.
At the expense of Hirooki Goto's fairy tale, which may not have a happily ever after.
Mm.
Thank you, Sandy, for tuning in. I mean,
appreciate you.
There's 6 of you or 7 of you that's just as crazy as we are watching. So
Subscribe today, Rage of Wrestling. Subscribe today to Bag for Wrestling. Ash, I don't know if you're going to do a follow-up to this, whether or not you're going to review the New Japan Cup, or whether or not you're going to just wait to preview Sakura Genesis. But please keep your subscribers, informed, and also keep me informed, because I'll be happy to preview that with you. Again, folks, for your New Japan Wrestling content, join Barry's Armadillo. Go check out Barry for Wrestling, because there's a lot more of it to come. There you see the links. Become a subscriber today. Follow her. Shoot, I'm plugging her. She can plug herself. Everyone needs Batty for Wrestling.
Yeah, but you plug a lot better. That's why I love when you plug me too.
Well, I mean, it's not about me. It's about wrestling. But I'm also happy to help my friends in the community, even if your picture is ridiculous. So subscribe today, folks, to Rage of Wrestling.
Sorry, Ash.
No, it's all good.
Stay tuned.
I got
We'll
no
be level
complaints.
up with gaming content as soon as this weekend. Stay tuned for the next time you see Barry for Wrestling, talk New Japan Pro Wrestling, or something else. Follow me if you choose, and then Foster 1916 for all fans of wrestling. Shout out to WFAM. City Predicting will be back with Dynasty before we head into the craziest month of the year. And again, we'll be back here soon enough, calling something else across New Japan Pro Wrestling. Most definitely Sakura Genesis. So, that being said, for Walter Cruz, for Ash, closing remarks, people. Ash, I'll start with you. How was your first call here?
I didn't really add much anything, but it was fun.
That's all that matters. That's all I need to hear. As long as everyone had a good time. And again, she knows New Japan. I know New Japan. He's learning New Japan. Walter, what did you think?
I thought it was awesome. Finlay, like that match was holy shit. The back and forth, like literally you could not tell who was gonna win. There was
Right?
And here's the celebration here, popping open the cans of beer. I don't even know what the hell that is. Bear energy drink. What is that?
It's a Sapporo.
We were finally able to see the Shota Umino we wanted, a focused, driven Umino, and he didn't have to change too much of himself to do so.
And he
But he
also
still
didn't
fell
have to
short.
and he also didn't have to act like somebody else either. Again, who are you? Are you Tanahashi? Are you Naito? Are you Ospreay? Are you Moxley? Who are you? Tonight, we saw Shota Umino, and based on what David Finlay said post-match, I think David Finlay respects that. He thinks that he's definitely going a better path, but whether or not he follows David Finlay's path, that remains to be seen. But some intel that that's not the last time we're going to see Shota Umino versus David Finlay.
Noah, what did you think?
Well, again, if I was one person that's seen New Japan Cup over the years, this is definitely one of the more highly contested matches I've seen in a while, with two very driven men looking for that first, and the one that got it was absolutely deserved. I think Shota Umino's got a bright upside once again in this resurgence. It may not be a second chapter with a happy ending, but the second chapter I think is just beginning. As far as David Finlay, I said before, this year is about the new generation trying to lead while the old guard is still holding their stand. And if David Finlay wins the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship with Sakura Genesis, I would say the new generation has officially taken over. But again, we'll find out soon enough on April 5th. But this was tremendous tonight. And a lot's been said for Sakura Genesis, as we know.
It's an odd call where we don't say good night, we say good morning.
Yeah, but I also, of course, leave you all with this. Good morning, good night, good day, good evening, because let's figure about this. New Japan covers the world. They're probably close tonight there, as we are close in the morning. So until next time, for Batting for Wrestling, Ash. For the Rage of Wrestling, Walter Cruz. I'm Noah Foster. Thank you all for tuning in. Make a positive impact in life and have a good whatever day it is for you, Thursday or Friday. Just enjoy and enjoy wrestling too. Go again, yo. Sayonara.
Take care of yourselves.
And each other.
Damn right.